This video is not about race bashing, whether it's black or whether it's white. It's about understanding and being able to meet at a common term. So let us begin. If you were on top of a mountain or a cliff and you were in peril, you slipped and you're about to dive over into the abyss, and you have a black face and a white face, who are you going to automatically, on reflex, reach out to? Who do you think have your interest at heart? Who do you think you can trust in the last moment of your life? Suddenly your life flashes before you and you do that. Who are you going to reach out to? The white person or a black person? And that is how life is judged, on race. If I may give you an example, if a woman is raped and she's a defendant and what happens is, the accuser is on trial, you can guarantee that the jury will probably have 8 women and 4 men. No, sorry, 13 jury, 12 jury, no, 4 men, 8 women and 4 men. The women will always outnumber the men. Why? For the simple reason, despite the facts, despite the forensic evidence, human prejudice and discrimination is involved, according to women and according to feminists. So in a rape trial, you can guarantee the women jury will always outnumber the men, so that justice can be seen to be done. What is interesting is that people argue, those who have a kind of optimistic view of life. Well, if you stick to the facts, then the law will continue in a motion that is honest. And we don't need these, if you like, diversity where you have an all women or mostly women, selection. You should be able to be honest and just randomly pick anyone. But in real life, according to some group of people, it's not always the case. If I may give you another example, in the book called Fundamental Technique and Trial, and a woman barrister, I think it's QC, argued if you are a woman prosecutor, that you're looking at the jury, scanning them to see if there's any males who hate authoritative women, because that can affect the verdict. If you have a male in the jury and he hates her because she's talking down to him, or you have another member of the jury who has a mother complex, that can actually affect the verdict of the jury. So it's not always about whether you have enough evidence, but rather the psychological, sociological profile of the jury. That is at hand, that is at play, that is at stake. Hence, when O.J. Simpson was on trial before an all-black jury, despite the evidence, he was going to be found not guilty. Why? Simply because the jury were black. Okay, and they managed to find Mark Forum with his racist, this police officer, and they found a record of him saying that, he likes to set up black men, etc. This had nothing to do with the trial, but of course is designed to create doubt. That's all they have to do, create doubt. And in America, where black people and white people have a history of antagonism and mistrust, it was an open and shut case. And especially, it was an all-black jury. So O.J. Simpson knew that he was going home. Now, for all you white people watching this video, if you were tried before an all-black jury, you don't know whether they're anti-white or not. You don't know whether they have a history of experiencing white racism. You don't know whether their family were victims of, racism from white people. But you're standing there before an all-black prosecutor, black judge, and a black jury. Would you trust the system? You as a white person, would you trust the system? And you knew full well that, judging by the records, white people don't have a good turn. White people don't have a good verdict when it comes down to being tried by all black people. Would you trust the black system? Would you trust it? Please leave your comment. I'm trying to be fair. I don't hate black people. I don't hate white people. I love humanity. I want to build healing and build a bridge between us so that you can understand why black people don't trust the legal system, because they claim, I'm not saying it's true, I've been devil's advocate, they claim that the jury system is rigged up and institutionally racist against black people. You as a white person, would you trust an all-black jury being prosecuted by a black prosecutor? Would you trust the system? If you look at the chart, the graph, that it shows that white people never get any justice, would you take a chance, knowing full well you could end up in prison for something you haven't done, or if you have done, it was so mild, but because you're white, you are going to get a stiffer sentence than a black person? Would you trust the black system? Leave your comment, leave your meditation, and let me know your thoughts.